Cancer, thank you for joining me for your May monthly reading. We are diving into the spiritual tarot deck to get clarity on the month of May for you, Cancer. Cancer. We have the King of Swords. We have the Five of Swords. Are you all in your head about something? I felt like there was two cards here. Okay, so we have the Lovers. Okay, and the Chariot. So you may have been on this path of personal knowledge, knowing who you are, knowing what you want, knowing where you're going, being able to make strong, independent decisions. And those independent decisions may have disrupted the feathers of other people around you. It may not be the direction that they want to go. There may have been some sort of conflict when you're like, I know my truth, I know where I'm going, I know who I am, I know what I want, right? I'm making a decision that is based in my authenticity for myself. And not everybody else likes that or can come along with you. So what you're looking here by the end of May, you're looking to be able to come together with either the unity of personal intuition and personal love, along with personal steps forward. And those two parts within you, the masculine part of action and the feminine part of intuition, being able to come together from both of those places within to make a strong decision for yourself. Or this card is about choices. Okay, that's what it is. This can be a decision and choices that you and another person that you're involved with are coming together to be able to make a healthy decision for the relationship. Again, this can be a healthy decision for the relationship with self. This can be a healthy decision for the relationship with somebody else, like a partner, okay? And you're looking for that decision to be able to guide your path forward, to be able to ignite the passion within you, to be able to help you see clearly where to move forward, okay? And that forward movement needs to come from your from your intuition, okay? Again, the movement forward. This is what this card is saying, okay? And this is what you know you need. The movement forward needs, so think of that masculine movement, going, action, right? That movement forward needs to be driven by your intuition. It's exactly what this card says. Look at that. There's no reins, there's no horses, there's no nothing except sure will force energy, life force energy, moving this chariot forward with this precision on where you're going. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get some clarifiers from the King of Swords and go a little bit deeper here for Cancer. Five of Swords, please. So it looks like you were really tapped into, your career path, okay? Being able to make strong, this is all about decisions and choices. So you were making decisions that impacted other people that were coming from your own personal truth. If you're feeling called, this is the way forward. This is what we do. Being tuned into a career path that is fulfilling to ultimately who you are. You feel satisfied. You feel purposeful. You feel great in this arena of your career. Okay. And now the Four of Swords are while you're focused on your career, these other people are maybe at work people, but maybe from home. We have two. Yeah, this is success from, it was like family unit success, okay? Wheel of Fortune, all roads lead to that fortunate outcome, highly fortunate outcome, all right? But it's a card of family, okay? People coming together, okay? Now we have, I'm not done yet, but it's very interesting that this piece came up because this Five of Swords, which is a conflict of interest, okay, that is pushing against your truth. And we have the Four of Pentacles and we have the Four of Cups. Now, this difficulty, this conflict could be because somebody else in your life is not mirroring your ability to advance, okay? Not mirroring your potential in life, where you're headed. Like, they're not doing the inner work. They're not willing to take the steps. They're not willing to do what's necessary to be the best version of themselves. And that's where the conflict is coming in. You're moving forward and they may not be. All right, so let's go ahead and get clarifiers for this. Two more, please. Now you got a lot more. I'm going to, hold on. Hold just a moment. These two are yours. Okay, there, oh, and the 4. There we go. And at the bottom of the deck, I have, what I have here is cards flipped over for both sides of the bottom of the deck accidentally. But this is you being guided by spirit, really. This is you being on your path. Look at those steps, right? This is you being in flow with higher consciousness, okay? You know yourself. And at the other side is you know yourself. You know yourself, and do not let anybody else tell you where you're going or what they think you need to be doing or what they think that you need to know, because you know yourself. All of your information is coming from within. It's exactly where it's meant to be, okay? So I have all of these clarifiers here, okay? We have the 2 of Swords, which is trying to make a decision without all the information. Remember, this was decision, right? And so here you're looking for information in order to be able to, this is Page of Wands, looking for information. You're curious about what is the way forward. What action? I'm ready to take action, but where exactly is my next step? Well, first of all, you're not going to get that clarity unless you stop fighting. Okay, this is remember, this is a conflict here. This is a card of conflict. And this also is the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is about you having the high ground and being able to sort of battle any distractions, battle anybody who is trying to take you off of your path, right? I think that this is saying here that in order for you to be able to clearly, this is follow your intuition, the Moon card here. This is literally your card, okay, of knowing, you know internally where you're going, what makes you happy, what fulfills you, and what you need to be doing. You cannot fight with anybody about it. You cannot fight for healthy boundaries to be put in place. In fact, the fighting has to stop. You can't have an internal fight, an internal battle. You can't have an external battle, okay? This is a sheer battle of will at this point. And power, it's power struggle. Well, what's going to get your attention? What's going to get your attention? And everything in this card is saying that once you stop fighting, you will have the stability and the path forward, okay? So, and all things will make sense. It's the end of the torture. So the 10 of Swords is about conversation, communication, ideas, thought processes, perceptions that have been extremely painful and taken you down, okay? This could be a fighting or conversation, the way that somebody's been communicating with you, and you're laying it to rest. You see now the whole picture. You see the whole picture. Again, when this is upright, you have the high ground, okay? You still have the high ground, even if it's reversed. But now you're not fighting for anybody else to see what you know. You're literally just going off of this internal knowing, right? The Moon, the intuition, and you are going to stabilize yourself and have a clear path forward for you. You're going to reach a point of success that it's not necessary for you to gain the somebody to co-sign with you. You don't need to gain their validation. You don't need to gain their permission. You don't need to gain anything else. I'm telling you, all of this is happening for you to stabilize yourself based on your knowledge in a place that you know that you need to go. You're going there, and you will successfully be there in a very short period of time. And I mean by the end of May. By the end of May, you will have a triumphant new position in your life. And you won't have needed anybody else to do this for you, okay? So the thing is that in order for you, the thing that is popping up here with these two cards has been like, you wanted the other person to be able to understand you. You wanted that other person to see where you were going and what would be best for both of you. And it was kind of taking away from, your authenticity. That's what this is saying right here. Okay, because you had been tapped into your authenticity. It ruffled some feathers. Somebody didn't necessarily like it. So you were willing to diminish yourself a little bit. Or you're seeing, that's what it is. You were seeing where you had been willing to diminish yourself previously in order to placate to this other person's desire to stay small, okay? This other person's desire to like have control over the material world. This other person's desire to just keep everything the same. But you now see where you had played into that a little bit. And you're not willing to go there anymore. You're not willing to keep yourself small in order to keep somebody else happy. Or in order to have somebody else see what you know intuitively. They don't have your knowing. They don't. And the only thing that you can do is to step forward with intention to secure your foundation of stability, okay? And you are being intuitively guided through this entire process. Don't look for anybody else's approval. Do not. And I think that's the realization I think that you have for the month of May, is that you never needed somebody else's permission or approval. You never needed to dim your light in order to let them catch up. You are magnificent, absolutely magnificent, absolutely guided by intuition and self-care. And self-care, you are the card of mother nurturing self, okay, others, but nurture self at this point. Take good care of you. Eat well. Laugh hard. Do things that feel really good to you. And that is what is going to help you to, this is stability. This is a milestone of stability, to gain the next milestone of stability for yourself. Okay? You need to take care of you in order for this to come out in the best way possible, whatever this is that you're going through. So my heart is with every one of you, Cancer. I love you all. If you would like more clarity on a personal level, go ahead and book your session. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Please do like and subscribe to support the channel. I love all of you. Take care.